Purism was an art movement that emerged in France in the early 20th century. It was characterized by a focus on simplicity, geometric shapes, and a rejection of ornamentation. Purist artists sought to create a new visual language that was free of historical or cultural references, and that celebrated the beauty of modern industrial society. Here are some key aspects of Purism. Geometric forms. Purist artists used simple geometric forms, such as squares, circles, and triangles, to create their compositions. They sought to create a sense of order and balance in their work. Focus on function. Purist art emphasized function over form. The artists were interested in creating objects that were useful and efficient, as well as aesthetically pleasing. Rejection of ornamentation. Purist artists rejected the use of ornamentation or decoration in their work. They sought to create a visual language that was free of historical or cultural references, and that celebrated the beauty of modern industrial society. Some famous artists who worked in the Purist style include Amédée Ozenfant. Ozenfant was a French painter and writer who co-founded the Purist movement with Charles-Édouard Jeanneret, better known as Le Corbusier. His most famous painting, Composition No. 1, is a study in geometric forms and primary colors. Charles-Édouard Jeanneret, Le Corbusier. Le Corbusier was an architect and designer who was one of the founders of the Purist movement. He believed that art and architecture should be functional and efficient, and he applied Purist principles to his designs for buildings and furniture. Fernand Léger. Léger was a French painter who was associated with both Cubism and Purism. His Purist works, such as The City and The Bridge, feature simplified forms and bold, flat colors. Georges Valmier. Valmier was a French painter who was closely associated with the Purist movement. His paintings, such as Composition with Red, Blue, and Yellow, are characterized by their bold geometric forms and bright primary colors. Juan Gris. Gris was a Spanish painter who was associated with the Cubist and Purist movements. His Purist works, such as The Table, and Still Life with Flowers, feature simplified forms and a limited color palette.